The Steelers' quarterback situation, the final countdown. Big things are happening in Pittsburgh, and after months of whispers, rumors, and silence, it looks like the Pittsburgh Steelers are about to make a pivotal move that could change the trajectory of the franchise. The big question on everyone's mind: who will be under center when the season kicks off? Aaron Rodgers. A decision nears. For months now, the Steelers have been holding their breath, waiting for an answer to the age-old question: will Aaron Rodgers, the legendary four-time MVP, make his way to Pittsburgh? The uncertainty surrounding the quarterback position has been the talk of the off-season, but the growing sense of anticipation is palpable as we near a potential conclusion. NFL Network's Tom Pelissero recently appeared on The Rich Eisen Show, offering his prediction on the likelihood of Rodgers landing in Pittsburgh. Pelissero's insights have only added fuel to the fire. According to sources within Steelers on SI, the timelines for Rodgers' decision and a potential signing seem to be lining up. And if he's going to join the Steelers, it may happen sooner than most think. The veteran quarterback, now 41 years old, has kept everyone on edge with his back and forth on whether he plans to keep playing or retire. But despite his age and the questions surrounding his performance in recent seasons, there's a growing belief that Rodgers may be the missing piece the Steelers need to contend for a Super Bowl. With Pittsburgh's offense stacked with young talent, adding a future Hall of Famer like Rodgers could accelerate their rebuilding process into championship contention. Despite Rodgers' age, the Steelers have shown consistent confidence in him being their top target, and their hope has never wavered. The front office seems committed to the idea that Rodgers could bring a level of stability and experience to the quarterback position that the Steelers have been desperately searching for. But let's not forget, nothing is ever certain when it comes to Aaron Rodgers. The man has made a career out of keeping fans, analysts, and even his own team on edge. Whether or not he'll make the move to Pittsburgh remains to be seen, but all signs are pointing to the summer as a critical period where decisions will be made. Will Howard, the wild card rookie. As much as Aaron Rodgers is the headline, there's another story brewing in Pittsburgh that's catching people's attention. The Steelers' sixth-round rookie, Will Howard. Howard has been getting a lot of love from the fan base, with some hopeful Steelers fans believing that the young QB could be something special. After all, Pittsburgh has a rich history of nurturing quarterbacks like Ben Roethlisberger, and they're hoping Howard could be the next in line to carry that torch. However, not everyone is buying into the hype. There are plenty of skeptics, especially former quarterbacks, who question whether Howard has the necessary tools to be a starting QB in the NFL. With a rookie quarterback, the Steelers are faced with a high-risk, high-reward scenario. If Howard works out, he could potentially be the future of the franchise, but if he doesn't, the Steelers could find themselves in a similar situation to what they've had for years, scrambling to find their next QB. Howard's situation is especially interesting when you consider how the Steelers have handled their QB search in recent years. With the departure of Roethlisberger and the uncertain future at the position, Pittsburgh could be looking at a scenario where Howard is thrust into the spotlight sooner than expected. So, what's the best-case scenario for Howard? Well, if everything breaks right, he could end up being an unexpected gem, a player who exceeds all expectations and rises to the occasion. It's a pipe dream for some, but stranger things have happened in the NFL. However, the worst-case scenario is far more likely. Howard struggles to make the leap from college to the NFL and becomes just another project that doesn't pan out. While the Steelers' front office may not be fully committed to Howard as their starting QB, the buzz around him is undeniable. Still, he remains a long shot to take the starting role anytime soon, unless, of course, Rodgers doesn't come through. What does this all mean for the Steelers? As Pittsburgh heads into the summer months, the stakes couldn't be higher. The Steelers are in the midst of a transition, and this year could be pivotal for the team's future. If Rodgers signs on, it could provide the Steelers with a sense of stability and championship potential in the short term. However, if the team moves forward with Howard or another young QB, Pittsburgh may need to embrace a longer, more patient approach to their quarterback situation. There are still a lot of question marks about this roster, but one thing is clear. Pittsburgh is gearing up for a busy summer. They have a young roster brimming with talent, and the addition of a quarterback like Rodgers could catapult them back into Super Bowl contention. But there are other important decisions that will need to be made before the season starts, including evaluating the defense, addressing the offensive line, and deciding whether any other roster changes need to be made. As training camp approaches, we could see the Steelers make some big moves in the next few weeks. The road ahead, is there hope for Pittsburgh? There's no question that Pittsburgh's quarterback situation has been a roller coaster ride over the last few years. From the retirement of Ben Roethlisberger to the ongoing search for his replacement, the Steelers have been forced to navigate a period of uncertainty. But with Rodgers potentially coming into the fold, or with Howard taking the next step, the future of the Steelers at quarterback could look a lot clearer and a lot brighter. It's an exciting time for Pittsburgh fans, but there's also an undercurrent of anxiety. With so much at stake, the pressure is on. Will Rodgers sign with the Steelers and provide that veteran leadership needed to guide them back to greatness? Or will the team have to rely on the untested shoulders of Will Howard, hoping he can rise to the occasion? Only time will tell, but the summer months will be crucial. It's clear that Pittsburgh's front office isn't slowing down anytime soon, and the decisions made over the next few weeks could shape the franchise for years to come. Your thoughts? What's the best move for the Steelers? As the tension builds, what do you think the Steelers should do? Are you excited about the possibility of Aaron Rodgers joining the team and bringing his championship pedigree to Pittsburgh? Or do you believe it's time to give Will Howard a chance and embrace the future, even if it means some growing pains? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. There's a lot to watch for in the coming weeks, and with so many question marks left to answer, the road ahead is bound